Put a part.
I go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad? All I
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Garoppolo's 49ers going up against Keenum's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Able to power through. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And a first carry now for Hyde. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 49.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They run high. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Garoppolo. And this is Saleh here with a grab. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Garoppolo to try again on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. To throw is Garoppolo. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Watch it now, Artie. Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. All right, now look at it. We got three. Now let's go. Leopard. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So now 1st and 15. Now Garoppolo looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. After the interception, here's Keenum. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, allow me, if you will, to take a look back to Wild Card Weekend. And one of the interesting stats that came out of that weekend is that we had 4 quarterbacks making their first playoff start. How about that?
How about that? And we're talking about Marcus Mariota at Tennessee, Jared Goff with the Rams, Tyrod Taylor, Buffalo, and Blake Bortles with Jacksonville. And since 2013, quarterbacks making their first playoff start, their debuts were 1-10 prior to this past weekend. Got 2 winners out of this one, though, and Mariota at Kansas City and Bortles at home against Buffalo.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And it's caught by Saleh. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Handoff. It's Murray. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And his throw is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Play action. It's Keenum. Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Set. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw is Keenum. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And hello guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through, and we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Tom Johnson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kentrell Brothers. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Keenum throwing on second, eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2, Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
Working from the gun, Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and battle.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is
wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. From midfield, here's Keenum. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The slot man in motion right. On third down, Murray. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
From the gun, here's Keenum. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards that time for number 19.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Keenum to throw on second down. Going with a screen for Murray. The 5-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Good. Back there, Philly, here we go.
Keenum going to try and throw on third down. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Forbath will put this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden us.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Linval Joseph in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it is incomplete. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Leopard, let go now. Back there, Philly, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That was 2nd down, 1 for Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just One last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Hyde running right. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. First down, Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Pierre Garcon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
They'll run forward with Hyde. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL.